At the other end of our education system, we also need to improve the quality of our preschool education. Once upon a time, education used to start when you went to school and entered primary 1 or standard 1. My mother's generation, it was like that, about 90 years ago now. She only learned to read when she went to school. And it wasn't because she was disadvantaged or deprived. It was the norm. That's how kids learned. And she never felt any loss, and she managed perfectly well in life. But when it came to my turn, she sent me at a young age to Nanyang kindergarten to learn Mandarin. And that was 50 plus years ago. Times had changed by then, and times have changed even more now. Family structures have evolved. There are more nuclear families, just husband and wife, and fewer children. More dual income parents. So fewer opportunities for the kids to socialize at home with grandparents, with elder siblings, with cousins. We now know how important the early years are for children's development. The brain is most receptive to learning certain things at that age, especially languages, sounds, grammar, pronunciation. It's an age where kids can gain confidence and curiosity about the world around them. What's that? Let's go and explore. Let's take a small risk. Learn what is dangerous, what is not. It's also when kids should pick up positive behavior, social skills, and learning attitudes. When to queue up, take your turn, share. And so, good preschool education will prepare students to enter primary 1, and it will provide many long-term benefits later on in life. Whether in terms of your career stability, in terms of not getting into trouble with drugs or with crime, in terms of your family stability when you get married. So today in Singapore, nearly 99%, nearly all children, in fact more than 99% of kids already attend preschool. There's a diverse mix of operators. 2 key anchor operators, we call them AOPs. One is NTUC, the other one is a PAP Community Foundation. They are the anchor operators. They have just under half the total market, and many different private providers as well. The government provides financial support to make preschool affordable. And we also provide support to the anchor operators to raise their standards. We've been doing this for several years. We're making progress, but I think it's not enough, and we have to do more. I think we have to substantially raise the quality of preschool education for children aged 5 and 6 years old, especially the AOPs, the mass market anchor operators. And at the same time, we have to keep preschool affordable, especially to the middle and lower income households. Because if you're going to raise standards considerably, it's going to mean more resources, higher costs. You're going to recruit more teachers, even better quality teachers. It's going to cost money. And if you're going to do that without raising the cost to the parents and keeping it affordable, the government has to come in. Our objective is to level up all our students and make a positive difference to their development, especially the students from the disadvantaged homes. So the government will invest substantial resources in preschool education and play a more active role. First of all, we'll establish a new statutory board to oversee preschool education. Secondly, we'll provide and upgrade preschool teacher training to raise standards. Thirdly, we'll bring in new anchor operators in addition to PCF and NTUC. And fourthly, we'll upgrade the anchor operators, the existing one as well as the new ones, so that they can improve the careers which they can offer the teachers. They can offer structured development opportunities for the staff. They can introduce creative learning methods for the students, but to raise the base, the quality of the mass market. And fifthly, we will pilot a few government-run preschool centers to test new concepts in kindergarten education. And finally, we'll give more support to low and middle income families. so that it stays affordable. But we will not nationalize the preschool sector. I read the debates in the newspapers over the last few months. Some people want the government to pao ga liao. I think the government has a role to play, but the government's role is not to do everything. There's a mix of operators, and I think having a mix of operators offers diversity and choice. I think the choice is useful for parents because different parents will have different views, what their kids need, and different kids will have different needs. So we shouldn't deprive parents of this choice, but instead we should raise the base. Make sure that wherever you go, it's a good kindergarten. I've sketched out the broad outlines, but how exactly to do this? Well, MOE and MCYS will follow up on the matter. The transformation will take some time, but I'm confident that 5 to 7 years, we will be able to see results. But I would like to offer one caution to parents. Please let your children have their childhood. Preschool is to teach the kids certain skills which are best learned at that age. Language, social skills, basic motor skills. It's not meant for you to prepare with a primary 1, primary 2 textbook and to drill the kid at 3 or 4 years old so that by the time he goes to P1, he already knows what the teacher is supposed to teach him. Education experts, child development specialists, they warn against over-teaching preschool children. You do harm. You turn the kid off, you make his life miserable. Instead of growing up balanced and happy, he grows up narrow and neurotic. No homework is not a bad thing. It's good for young children to play and to learn through play. So please, I've heard of parents who send their children to 2 kindergartens. I read of parents who send their kindergarten-age children to tuition. Please don't do that.